Welcome to Statistics Made Simple, and I am Savita Valsang. In this video, my main focus is on the topic time series, where I'll define what is a time series, what are the various components with several examples. What is the need for time series? Now, any person in his or her field of interest is always interested in finding an estimate for the future. For example, a businessman is interested in predicting his annual sales so that he can produce the products accordingly. Or a student plans to do well in his or her studies so that he or she can have a good career in the future. So, to predict or estimate for the future, we have to collect information from the past. These data are observed, collected, and recorded over intervals of time, and such data constitutes time series. Let us learn the definition of time series. Data arranged in chronological order in accordance to time is called as time series. Generally, time series are those of production, prices, exports, imports, sales, etc. Some of the examples are the first one, sales of a commodity as shown below. In the first row, you have the years from 2013 to 2017, and in the second row, we have sales in lakhs as 22, 26, 28, 34, and 48. Second example is sales in a departmental store. Third, the national income of a country. Fourth, the cost of living of people belonging to a particular income group or profession. Some of the important points to remember are in a time series, we can have hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, or annual readings. The graphical representation of a time series is called the histogram. This is an important one marker. Now, what are the essential requirements for a time series? Firstly, the time gap between various values must be equal. Second, it must consist of a homogeneous set of values. Third, data must be available for a long period of time. Let's now learn some of the uses of time series. First, it helps in planning and forecasting the business activities. Second, it helps in understanding past behavior and helps in estimating the future behavior. Third, the comparison between data of one period with that of another period is possible. And fourth, we can evaluate the progress in any field of economic activity. Some of the key points to remember in the chapter time series are the components of time series. So, in a time series, the observations vary with time. The variations in any period are a result of many factors. The effect of these factors are given by the four following components. The first one is called as the secular trend or just the trend or the long term movement. The second is the seasonal variation. Third is cyclical variation, which is also called as the business cycle. And fourth are the irregular variations, which are also called as random fluctuations or erratic variations. Let us now discuss the first component, which is the secular trend. Trend is the overall change taking place in a time series over a long period of time. It is the general tendency of the data to increase, decrease, or remain constant over a long period of time. Most of the series relating to business and economics exhibit this phenomenon. Let us now go through some examples along with illustrations for the secular trend. First one is a steady increase in the population of India in the past many years. Second, due to availability of better medical facilities, infant mortality rate shows a downward trend. Third, increase in the price of gold over the years indicates an upward trend. The second component of the time series is the seasonal variations. The regular and periodic variations in a time series are called seasonal variations. The period of variation should be within a year. Now, the seasonal variations may be attributed to the following two causes. First one is those resulting from natural forces or the weather conditions. So, as the name suggests, various seasons, weather conditions, and climatic conditions play an important role in seasonal movements. Some of the examples for seasonal variations due to natural forces are: first one, the demand for fans and air conditioners increases during summer. Now, here the word increase is important. Second example, the sales of umbrellas increases during the rainy season. Third, increase in the sales of woolen garments in winter. Fourth, increase in the temperature during the summer season. We have already discussed how seasonal variations result from natural forces along with some examples. Now let us learn how the seasonal variations occur because of man-made conventions. Now, variations due to habits, fashion, customs and conventions of people come under this category. Some examples are: the sales of ornaments and jewelry increases during the wedding and festive season. Second, sales of crackers increases during Diwali. Third, increase in the sales of notebooks and stationery at the beginning of the academic year. Another important point to keep in mind is seasonal indices are used for the measurement of seasonal variation. This can be asked as a one marker. The third component of the time series are the cyclical variations. It is an oscillatory variation which occurs in four stages or four phases, which are: first one is prosperity, second is recession, third depression, and fourth recovery. So the four phases are important and can be asked as a 2-mark question, and usually these cyclical variations they occur in economic or business activities, and they occur in a period of few years, which is usually 3 to 10 years. Now, another important point is that the business cycle can be depicted through a diagram as shown below. So you see that we have a sine wave where you have prosperity, recession, depression, and recovery. The central line which you have denotes the normal state. This business cycle in the diagrammatic representation can be asked as a 2-marker. Let me now explain what is a business cycle through an example and how we can observe the four phases. Now, suppose we have company A, and if the quality of the products and services satisfy the needs of a consumer at an affordable price, then the business will grow, and this phase is called prosperity. If the needs of the consumer are satisfied by a better product or service at a lesser price of another company B, then the business of company A may start declining. This phase is called recession. This may be due to inflation as well. If inflation is not controlled and if there exists severe competition between both the companies, then the business of company A can further go down, and this phase is called depression. But if corrective measures are taken, like improving the product features, quality, etc., then the business of company A can be improved, and this phase is called recovery. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . The fourth component of the time series are the irregular variations, the changes that take place as a result of forces which cannot be predicted, like floods, famines, tsunamis, earthquakes, epidemics, strikes, fires, lockouts, etc., are the irregular variations. These are sudden, unexpected variations which are irregular and unpredictable. One has to be careful when talking about irregular variations. Keep in mind that any natural calamity or some unpredictable occurrence does not constitute an irregular variation, but it is what happens during such a situation would be an irregular variation. For example, increase in the price of vegetables due to strike by lorry drivers, or increase in the number of deaths due to an earthquake. Third, demand for medicines increases during floods. Thank you all for watching and look out for my next video where I'll find solutions to problems based on regression.